You want to talk about my family? Let's talk about your family. Oh, right, you don't have one because your wife divorced you, took the kids, and now they want nothing to do with your bitch ass. What'd you say to me? You heard me, bitch ass. Man, Rollins is just cool, calculated, full of piss and vinegar. In the morning, he was just filled with vinegar, but he was spitting that fire, as the kids say. I think the kids still say that. And he wasn't wrong, because Riddle, he proved himself to be a deadbeat dad of epic fucking proportions. Whew! That was some good shit, pal. Ha ha ha. I'm John Retton with my review of WWE Raw from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the go-home show before WWE Clash at the Castle. Yes, technically SmackDown is occurring on Friday, but it was taped. The spoilers are out there. You can check them out, but don't post them here just in case, anybody wants to be surprised by a taped show just a mere few hours away from WWE Clash at the Castle. So, I do want to say in regards to WWE Clash at the Castle, which I've said WWE Clash at the Castle so goddamn much, it has lost all meaning. Due to work, I'm not going to be able to watch it live because it's in the UK, and I'm so glad. I know the UK fans are going to tear it up. They're going to be absolutely electric, dun, 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 and the amount of chance that they're going to have, they're going to be absolutely on fire, which means they better have the hose trucks on standby. Everybody hose off the people so they're not on fire. This crowd is on fire. No, I don't know what I'm on about. I'm not going to be able to watch it live. I'm going to watch it later, so that's your warning, just in case you don't see me tweet or you don't get the review up at the normal time. Because work is important, that paycheck's important. I know it's going to be a pretty good show, though. At least I hope it is. My predictions will probably come up sometime just shortly after this review or by Wednesday afternoon at the latest. I will say right now, the Raw theme is absolute ass. Absolute goddamn ass. One of the worst goddamn themes. I don't know how much thought they put into this theme, but more would have helped. Styles makes his entrance, and then Ziggler's entrance is interrupted by recaps of Edge and Priest. I normally care about that, but it's Ziggler who is talented in the ring and has not meant anything for a number of years. So, Rhea, my God, Jesus Christ, Rhea. I will say right now, in regards, okay, there's stuff floating around about posts that she liked on Instagram or shared on Instagram when she was 16. And that was, back in, I believe, 2013. And there are certain things that were being, I think it was 2013. Stuff that was being shared. Let me just say right now, she should apologize for these posts. Because, yes, we all say stupid shit. We all do stupid shit. And we all will have ignorant thoughts when we're younger. And some of us will have ignorant thoughts when we're older, but an apology and say that's who I was then. I'm not that way now. Just say something. That's really all I got to say about it. It's not really my place to say anything because they weren't targeted at me. Those are just my takes. But I will say right now, Rhea looks great. She looks like a star. She is the leader of Judgment Day as far as I'm concerned. Styles and Ziggler took on Priest and Balor with Rhea. This was certainly a match. Styles unloading on Damian Priest. Stop thinking about it, whoever you are. You know you're thinking about it. It was a fine match. The matches really didn't mean anything on this show, in all honesty. They were just in a holding pattern, just doing this and everything until they could, end this show and fly over across the pond. So then, South of Heaven, 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's it. Here's Edge in the Mercedes. The crowd's chanting, "We want Edge," and we go to break. Judgment Day, they're all furred up. Balor is upset because, they beat up Rey, they beat up Edge, but where's Balor's documentary? He is upset that he doesn't have a documentary, but they do. They are fighting over shampoo. Here's Edge. They go back and forth, doing some more stuff. He comes out, gets a big pop. Camera totally misses him, by the way. And he puts over Beth, says Beth is a badass. You keep spouting off, Rhea. You're going to find out how much of a badass and why she's called the Glamazon. Okay. It was what it was. I mean, not bad, unfortunately. It got worse because, I didn't come alone. And Rey shows up. And unfortunately, Dominic is here. And that's what his name's going to be now. Unfortunately, Dominic. Look. He's David Sammartino, Eric Watts, and a bunch of other second-generation talents that had no business being in wrestling. Human Centipede together. He has terrible hair. Who am I to comment on somebody's hair? That is a freaking mess and a half. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. But he wouldn't cane Rhea. Rhea wanted him to give me the stick and I'll strap you. I think that's what I heard. Maybe that was just me imagining things and Rhea moving on. But Dominic's going to turn And he's going to join Judgment Day, and that's going to drag the group further down to the goddamn abyss because Dominic's not very good. Miz doesn't want to talk about Lumis. I don't think he saw Encanto or understood anything about that. So whoever gave Raquel and Aaliyah promo time needs to be, well, basically beaten. Like that guy from Full Metal Jacket. If you get it, you get it. So, Bianca and Asuka, and unfortunately, Alexa Bliss. Unfortunately is going to be a word that's going to be applied to Alexa Bliss, because unfortunately, Alexa Bliss still calls herself a professional wrestler. At one point, she landed on her goddamn head. Look, I know that she's had head injuries. I don't want her to hurt herself. I really don't want her to do anything that could damage herself long term, but she is damaging the credibility of women's wrestling by continuing to call herself a wrestler. She's not any good. They took on Danny Moe, Kay Sparks, and I didn't catch the name of the other person. Kay Sparks, a.k.a. Kayla Sparks, has been on numerous AEW Dark and Dark Elevation programs. Danny Moe, I believe, is on a few. The other one looked familiar, but I can't place the name. If you do, please let me know in the comments. Just a choke out for the win. I will say there was one that was really trying to get her stuff in, and Asuka's like, what are you doing? I'm going to choke you out. All right. So that's pretty much it right there. Bianca then cuts a promo, and it reminded me of that salon scene from that episode of Family Guy. If you get it, you get it. They're going to be the best at Clash at the Castle. Of course you are. Please make Alexa take the pin. You know, the one that has no business being in that match because she's not any fucking good. Pierce is talking to Miz and Ciampa. Miz, if you don't talk about Lumis or Bruno or whatever, and now that song's in your head forever, you're just going to let him get away with it. That's really cutting close to the bone as far as, implying did he assault Miz? What the fuck's going on? How did Miz escape? Not that I really want to put any thought into this because it's stupid, but whatever. Here's Kirk Angel. A.k.a. Kurt Angle. You suck. I know he's had injuries. Talked about that in his documentary. He's had stuff replaced. His addictions and everything. He's overcome that. He looks 70. He doesn't look good. He doesn't sound good. He looked lost. And I love Angle. What a fucking talent. One of the best. Gable comes out with Otis and we go to break. They go back and forth and they try shushing each other. Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? I just want to talk by taking a garbage can and hitting you over the head with it. Fuck, this is terrible. Kurt used to be able to do comedy. Gable can do comedy if they actually gave him comedy worth doing. This wasn't it. This ain't it, Chief. The Profits are here. Great, because enough bullshit comedy wasn't happening here. Let's bring out the Meryl Streep Profits. This show wasn't bad, but there were just some infuriating things and stuff where they were just agonizingly padding this thing out. And by the way, Gable proposes a tag match. Hey, if we win, Kurt has to join the Alpha Academy. He's here for the night, Gable. Why did they make Gable seem like an idiot? Is it because he's short? All right. Edge and Rey versus Judgment Day Clash. Oh boy, Dominic's gonna turn here. Make it a six-person tag. Rhea would be believable. Hell, maybe she could teach Dominic how to, I don't know, look like he belongs in a wrestling ring. Profits took on Alpha Academy. Kurt looked lost and he was just sitting there. This match existed. Dawkins looked like he actually hurt his knee at one point. I hope he is all right. Corey's commentary is abysmal. A dead koala would do better than him and probably smell better. And, hey, look, a diving headbutt. Oh, no, hide your kids, hide your wives, because Benoit's out here in Fayetteville. And Gable got pinned again. This is supposed to be the gimmick that's going to get Gable, super over. Some people like it, that's fine. It's not going to do anything for him. He's dead in the water in WWE. So, at one point, the Street Profits decide to drink, and I thought Kurt gave up that stuff was an actual quote. Good job. Give a guy who's a recovering alcoholic that stuff. Now, granted, I don't actually think it was that. I don't think it was, but Kurt pretended to be. At least I hope it wasn't. That would have been mean. And then we get a milk celebration. Give me some of that milk, says Byron Saxton. If that doesn't become a meme, I don't know what will. Footage of Rollins and Riddle fighting before Raw. Whose phone camera was that? Corey's? Possibly somebody that installed an infrared camera somewhere else. Except it wasn't infrared, so that wouldn't have made any sense. I don't know, but they were fighting. And then the Steelers are in the front row. Hey, at least Big Ben, the assault artist, isn't there anymore. Boy, he sure loved those college students, didn't he? Hope the guy ends up a drooling vegetable in the next few years. So, Riddle and Rollins. Oh, by the way, it's Matt Riddle. He's back to being the Matt. Because Matt Riddle having his first name back, that's going to make him interesting. He did mention, there's only one member, or, one person in your marriage that's named the man, and it's you. And he says, you want to talk about family? Let's talk about yours. Oh, right, you don't have one because your wife divorced you, took the kids. They don't want to see your bitch ass again. Ooh! Scandalous, as the kids say. I don't think the kids have said that in years. Riddle was pissed. Now, I'm assuming this is a word. I hope it was. Riddle seemed legit pissed. Rollins also ain't wrong. Because if you read up on it or whatever, Riddle pretty much just abandoned his kids. Stevie Wonder sees his kids more than Riddle does. Boy. That was great. Then Lashley comes out to a pop. Lashley takes on Miz. It's a non-title match. I don't know what Lashley did to deserve being put in a throwaway match like this. Miz was all fearful of Dexter Lumis, but then eventually fired up and was beating up Lashley, taking advantage. But kept looking around and everything. And then he suddenly saw Lumis in the crowd. Apparently Lumis can teleport himself everywhere. Great, he has Matt Hardy powers. Because we need to invoke Matt Hardy, and his powers, and his stupid, world of deletion or whatever it was. We need to do that. Great. No, we don't. Where was Lumis? Where was he in relation to anything going on in the company? So, Hurt Lock for the win. And then Edge and Kurt recreate the whole sign thing where, yes, I do suck and I have no testicles. It's true, it's true. The signs and the memories and stuff like that. But he still had stuff on the back. It was more endearing. They reenacted this. This was fine. This is the fine kind of nostalgia I don't mind. But then, they gave Dominic promo time. Stop having this frickin' mullet-haired idiot talk. He is uncomfortable. He doesn't... I'm not saying he doesn't have passion trying to do it. You can have passion to do whatever, but he's not good. Stop. Don't do this anymore. He's clearly going to turn on his dad. Gross. And then Our Lady Peace has a song called Run for Clash at the Castle. The last guy who had an Our Lady Peace theme, his family wasn't able to run away. Do with that what you will. So, Connor's Cure plug. Okay, Connor the Crusher, that kid. No child should have to go through any illness like that. Any illness of any kind is terrible. Children do not deserve that stuff. Absolutely horrific. And, that shit with Connor, that's the following, it was WrestleMania 31 when he got the prestigious Warrior Award. The fans that wanted his dad deserved to just fall off the goddamn balcony and shatter their spines. But his brother saying, I love you, kind of like, poor kid. Honestly, poor kid. You know what? I just hope that more, kids can beat cancer and just, his story can be used as an inspiration. And then they show a bunch of, children that are fighting through their own conditions in the front row with Titus. And also, this was proof of Stephanie, philanthropy is future marketing. It's the way brands are going to win. Oh, noted conservative twat waffle Dana Warrior's there. By the way, fuck the Ultimate Warrior. I'm glad he's dead. Dana Warrior never deserved to be on goddamn camera at all. She's a goddamn stupid twat. You know what? I wouldn't care if she just evaporated into thin air. And judging by the fact that she basically is, full of Tanner hate and bigotry, she probably is about to fade into dust. And it's like, Jim, I don't feel good. Maybe the daughters will actually end up being better people. They won't have to try hard. They just have one working brain cell between them. They'll be better than their dad and their mother. So yeah, once again, fuck Dana Warrior. Fuck the Ultimate Warrior. I'm glad he's dead. And soon Dana will be too, and we will all celebrate. Because it'll be one less conservative twat we got to worry about. You don't like it, guess what? Don't care. My channel, my rules, I say whatever. Deal with it, you awful Drex. Usos and Zayn are here. Oh boy, more of this storyline that is just repetitive. The same. I know some people like it. That's fine. Here's Owens. He tries to save it. They're going to make a tag title match out of this. Hey, if you hadn't done what you'd done, Jay or Jimmy, I actually forget which one. Maybe it was the one that did the drunk driving. They both look alike. I mean, I know they're twins. I can't tell the difference. I genuinely can't. 18 months ago, I would have ended, your cousin's record-breaking title reign before it even really got started. And they're gonna have a match. And Owens and Jey Uso had a match. And Sammy wouldn't end up using a chair on Owens because he said he couldn't do it behind the ref's back because the ref turned around too soon. Stunner, 1, 2, 3. Oh, boy. I know some people like it, that's fine. There are some good things going on Raw, but this was a Raw that went right back to the status quo. It felt very stagnant. So, Bayley, Dakota, and Io are here. Kill me with your thighs, you coward, I say to Io. Where it's like, and Miz is freaking out and running away. Actually, he's driving away. And suddenly Lumis is back in the back seat. That somehow Miz didn't know. Where to, Miz? Dad! So anyway, so earlier today they were talking to Gargano, a Gargano promo. God, be still my beating apathy. Here's Theory. Oh, be still more beating apathy. I know that people like this feud. That's okay. So we get a package on the tag title tourney. And then Dakota and Io took on Raquel and Aaliyah in the finals. Dana, Tamina, Nikki Ash, and Piper were watching TV like very normal humans backstage. I have a question. In what universe does Aaliyah deserve to be in a main event? Is it because she's been there since WWE was WWF? Because she has been there for fucking ever. There are world wars and wars in general that lasted less time than Aaliyah has been in WWE. And about the same level of progression has happened in said wars and Aaliyah's progression in WWE. So, Raquel, of course, is looking for a wall to toss minorities over, as is tradition. And Bayley Bayley does interfere, and then Raquel kicked out of the moonsault. Triple H needs to be removed from power immediately for booking Raquel in any kind of strong fashion. Because she's not good, she's not interesting, and good fucking God, doing the Hank Scorpio impression just doesn't work. So, Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka chase Bayley away. Melee, and the most devastating maneuver in all professional wrestling, the surprise roll up 1, 2, 3. Aaliyah wins, they give pyro. And I am writing off the goddamn women's tag team tournament, and the matches, and the titles. That's it. That's it. I don't care if Naomi and Sasha come back and have a year-long run. I don't care if Dakota and Io have a goddamn year-long run. You have made Raquel a goddamn 3-time tag team champion. A 3-time tag team champion. Somebody that doesn't even seem like they could count to 3 without help because she's been hit in the head one too many goddamn times and actually thinks that being on the red side of things is smart. And Aaliyah, who I'm sure is a lovely goddamn individual. She hasn't been the same since taking off in that plane in the Bahamas a number of years ago. I kid. Aaliyah's not any good. She's not. I don't care if it's short term. You're already, let's put emphasis on the tag titles. Let's make it a big deal. You give it to the biggest joke of a team in the goddamn tournament. This is in the tournament that had Tamina and Dana. And Aaliyah and Raquel are the biggest joke out of that. Clash at the Castle predictions will be coming up at some point. Fuck. Put Triple H in the goddamn slammer for what he did. God damn it. You know what? Whoever actually did book this deserves to be thrown out of a goddamn, fired out of a cannon into the goddamn sun. Whatever. Agree, disagree, what I said. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rittland. I'll see you soon.